Hello there, welcome back to some more Pikmin. It's me, Joey. In the last episode, well, not in the last episode, in this series, what we're going to be doing is rectifying a wrong. Usually, I don't play games that I've already played on the channel, besides like Mario 64, or maybe some of the Final Fantasies, because those are my favourite games of all time, so I'll play them whenever. But games like this, I don't necessarily play again once I've recorded it. However, if you go back and look at the old recordings of this game, this was back in the old Camtasia Studio days, when everything was really, like, shit, essentially. Camtasia was good if you didn't want to spend $500 on Sony Vegas, but there was no other real option, and Premiere Pro didn't exist yet, and it was the dark times. I've played a file up to level 2 or day 2 to make sure we're fine. This series is going to be one video per in-game day, so there's as many videos as it takes me days to finish the game. Except for the first 2 days, because the first day is kind of like a tutorial, so this one will be a bit longer. I'm going to start a new log, and we're going to begin. No texture packs or anything like that. This is the default experience, just with a slightly higher internal resolution at 1080p. Oh dear, I have died. The impact site. Just dragging this window a little bit over. There we go. My name is Captain Olimar. While travelling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate this planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then... No, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. So you got this little, very zoomed in camera for now. As soon as I can fix it, I will. Oh yeah. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet we call an onion. I should call this an onion, too. Now I can zoom out. All the way. There we go. I like playing in super zoomed out mode. Lets me see more. Who's Seymour? The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Okay. Extraordinary, when I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and X as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. L to rotate the camera, hold to follow the cursor. R to zoom in and out, and Z to change angle. I must survive. I need to familiarise myself with these controls and my surroundings. Right, so you can press this to get like a top-down almost view. This is technically an RTS. Just not a traditional one. take that for me. Thank you. Astonishing, the Indian has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The Indian seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. While that's going on, I'll collect this one. That is my right stick, and that's how I control the Pikmin more accurately to run around me, like this. And it's useful for running them into things too. For example, pellets or boxes or things you want them to pick up, basically. It's just much more useful to be able to control them on that level. Also, slide. Why does it exist? Who knows? Am I glad that it does? Of course. Mr. Pikmin, you don't need to get lost. Yeah, that's something you've got to pay attention to. You've got to pay attention to where your Pikmin end up, because if you lose them, they're gone. Take that one. I'll even give you a bit of help if I wanted to, but I don't want to, because I'm an evil ruler. Some of that. There you go. Yeah, the top number, this is like a fraction. The top number is the amount of Pikmin you need, and the bottom number is the amount of Pikmin you have. However, if you have more on the bottom than you do on the top, you carry it faster. I think that's varying speeds, but it's if you have a time and a half of what you need to carry it. For example, if you need 20 and you use 30, you get like a 1.5 times carrying speed, which can make a big difference in the course of the main game mechanic, which we will explain when it is relevant. Right now it's not relevant, because we have this day and it seems to go on forever, so that's good. This is the traditional way of carrying something, or you can just use the C-stick and run them into it, and then they'll figure it out. You see how it's slightly faster? I think it does get faster procedurally, but it goes up to 1.5 times, so 10 could carry this. I've only got 9 though. You can also press B to make this happen. A little ring of juice. The only, I guess you could call it, hack I'm using is forcing the game to run at 60 Hz the whole time, which is 60 FPS in old speak. The refresh rate, rather than 30, which it wants to do. There we go. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. The glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin, release to throw, press B to call them. X to dismiss, use C to command and control the group. L, R, and Z controls perspective. I shall record all this on my computer. I can press Y to access the computer, and it just shows you a controller with like every button flashing, as if that's just useful. Like, oh, everything does something. Well, yes. Welcome to a video game. I'll come back to that. Yes, I only played the first level, so I don't know how the frame rate gets, but if it goes a bit funky, I'll fix it. And I don't mean like the frame rate of the game, that's whatever. I mean the frame rate of my video. It's always a new process. There's a weird blur that exists in this game that you can turn off if you want to, but I'm leaving it on because that's what I played when I played it on the GameCube. It was there, so the 60 Hz thing is just for the viewing audience rather than for me. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always tells me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick up all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright colour. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Right, so what they mean is that when they go dim, they won't listen to you. So you need to whistle them to get them to come to you. They only go dim when you're too far away, or you throw them and they don't know where you've gone. Pikmin are industrious, but they aren't that smart. They just follow where you go. Yeah, I'm tapping A, tapping A, tapping A, and eventually you'll just keep going and picking them up. Except for that one, see, it was too far away. Solomon didn't know how to go. I think in Pikmin 2 it's a lot better. Like the whole pulling up many things at once. I don't remember because I've only played Pikmin 2 like once, all the way through. I played this all the way through like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, you see me doing this a lot too. I'll point them ahead of me and then move forward to get them to go in sort of like a formation. Because otherwise they fall off the sides a lot. Amazing. There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck and game design, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? With Pikmin power, of course. There you go. Ha ha ha. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh glorious, with the help of these Pikmin I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. One day since impact. I have somehow managed to launch the dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface. Hope they merely decided to join me for other reasons. Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Hakitate. Or Hakitate, I don't know. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I name it the Forest of Hope. I explore it tomorrow. So my goal for the Pikmin population, which currently stands at 25, is to always end the day with more than I started. That doesn't mean don't lose any, because I'm definitely going to lose some. But I'm going to try and end the day with more than I had. At least, I'll try. I'd like to save, please, yes. Thank you. Right, so, like I said, usually it's going to be one day a video, but today we're going to do Forest of Hope, Day 2. Let's land. I love this game. This game's great. The Forest of Hope. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand in the light beneath the onion and press A. Friends. Come here. Oh yeah. So you see along the top of the screen, we have a meter now, which is the day. Day is actually past in real time. So similar to Majora's Mask, you have got a time pressure to actually make things happen. You can't just piss about too much. Where's the... Oh yeah, there is a map, but I haven't got the map ability yet. So I can't see where other things are. Yeah, you go ahead and have this grass. Drink this nectar. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favourite seems to be full of nutrition. Close observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. All we really need to know is that they are very good. The flower Pikmin are better than the leaf Pikmin in basically every way. Just leave them bashing things and have a look around while they do it. Zoom all the way out. I can't go through that wall yet, that's a big old stone wall. I should be able to bosh this down though. It goes faster once they've started breaking it down. It goes faster. But the first step always feels the longest, and then it seems to go quicker. I guess because there's less of it. Also, we have our first creepy crawlies. The Bulbob. I don't know if Olimar calls them by their name or whether you have to discover them, but that's a Bulbob. Hello. Attack! That one's 3. It looks like I might be able to carry it with 6, but didn't work out that way. If you land on it exactly, you get the goodies. Don't worry about that blue one for now. Yeah, they can carry 6. Okay. Also, don't worry about the yellow one. I'll try not to hit the wrong ones. Because it is relevant. Might not be relevant yet. But it will be. Get that. Pikmin, you know where I am? Yeah, good. Right. Just gotta be careful not to accidentally walk them into the buds, because they will also destroy things if I walk them into it. Look at all this shite. Oh yeah. I want as many Pikmin as I can get. It just makes everything faster. Okay, so here we go. As I start pulling, the other ones should start to sprout. Right, so we're a third of the way through the day, or a quarter even. I can do math good. It's not like I teach here or anything. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay. Alright, so. Now we shall proceed apace. Oh, yeah. Hello, Bulbos. If you do it well, you can instantly kill them. Okay, very good. You lads can carry that one. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Then I've got something to do with it. Yeah, these Bulbobs give like 4 each. That's pretty good going. The 10 obviously gives 10. And even as a kid, my autismo bothered me because the 5 give 5 and the 10 give 10, but the 1s give 2. Why don't they just give 1? Make a 2 pellet if you want to have 2. Okay, so now we've got 63 of our favoritist Pikmin. You got the Omega Flower Squad, and then the Trainee Leaf Brigade. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, they also fall over sometimes. Right. Hello, giant bulborb. That's the kind of thing where you just want to launch your Pikmin at the enemy. Don't give them a chance to recover. Because if it recovers, it can eat. This thing could probably kill like 20 of your Pikmin before you kill it. If you let it. Big bulborbs are nasty. I think the big ones have a special name, but I can't remember what it is. Might just be Mega Bulborb. But they are large, and they hurt a lot. Right, so I spent like half the day just collecting this shit. But this is what you have to do in Pikmin. Eventually you have so many Pikmin that you can just like send recon squads to take your stuff back to base while you do other things. But for now we haven't got enough, so I have to be patient. And go with them myself. Okay, right. We've got the lads now. There's also that one, though. There we go. Right. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So, it is best for me to review my monitor's data. Across the top of my monitor, the sun meter and day display. At the bottom of my spacesuit, damage meter and Pikmin gauges. On the left, these numbers reflect Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin, including those in Indians. To adjust my monitor, I can press L to rotate the camera, R to zoom, and Z to change the viewpoint. I can also press Y to view a detailed computer analysis. Yes. Come on, buddy, you know you want to do it. No. That's fine. They knocked him down, but it doesn't matter. Right, you guys do that. In the meantime, I'm going to go have a look at this. Why, it's the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my survival a bit easier. It's a 40. So all of my Pikmin could probably help with this. It goes up to 60. There you go. The absolute lads. Look at this guy. I think this game is impressive at its time for the amount of units you can control at once and have their own little dynamics and things going on with them. Like I said, it's like an RTS. These are like 86 different units. You don't really have the micro that you have in a traditional RTS, but you've got some control. Oh yeah. Another cool thing is that you can see each of the things go into the ship. You might have to look a bit hard for some of them, but they definitely all go in. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I've now recovered 2 out of 30 parts. If I can find just 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Good job, lads. Yeah, see, that lag is actual game lag, not my FPS lag. You can tell if you're using the filthy emulator like I am. You can tell because the FPS will go down, but the VPS will not go down. Which tells you that that's just how the game is. So that's like actual console lag, because I'm only running with the same power that the console had. I'm not trying to overclock it or anything. Which you can do. At your own risk, of course. kill them quickly enough, you don't lose Pikmin. They get spit back out again. Right, I'm going to try something stupid and lose a bunch of Pikmin doing it. Oh no, that worked quite well. I did the old swamp technique. Just absolutely absorb him with Pikmin. There we go. Right. In the meantime, let's have a look at some of these lads. Oh yeah. What is this little friend? It is I, the yellow Pikmin. The colour is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? No matter, they are obviously quite similar, so I shall call this one a Pikmin as well. Now, do I remember how to swap the one you're targeting? Well, for now I guess I can do this, and the game will tell me eventually. We need to make, well, I'd like to make like 20 yellow Pikmin. I've made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds, yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds get stored inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be in the field at one time in any area. That's fine. It's actually better to have 100 Pikmin out because the other ones spawn faster, and you don't have to pick them up. Which is even better still. Basically, I'm going to spend the rest of the day making yellow Pikmin. I'd like to have 80 red and 20 yellow out with me when I go travelling. I've currently got 6. Yeah, if the horn keeps going, that's because the right stick is in like a weird dead zone. That's not the game, that's me. You can also press A to attack yourself. You lads, get over here. Way the way out the way. I'll do this. I'll do these two and then I'll stop, because otherwise it may be in a bit of a sticky wicket. Hit this one. Okay. You get that one. In the meantime, that'll be like 12 or something. 15. Okay, you go back in the ship. And in the meantime, I'm going to go over here. Make sure my Pikmin stay with me. Don't get lost. Get all these lads. If you keep them in the ground a bit longer, you can see they've actually turned into bud Pikmin. That's one benefit to summoning them out here and then leave them in the ground. They can get stronger naturally, which is actually pretty cool. Right, now you lads go back inside. Got 104 of them. I'm done. I've recovered 2 of 30 ship parts. Just 3 more parts will increase the Dolphin's capabilities. While confirming the ship status, I've taken the opportunity to repair my spacesuit. My clock's indicating they approach a sunset. Pikmin right underneath the dolphin and onions will probably enter the onions on their own, but if I don't call the stragglers and add them to my group, they may not be able to get back. I'm sure the Pikmin still planted are safe, but I'm somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. So let's wait. I can go wherever I want, but the Pikmin will be a bit more at risk. Yes, we can go over there. Go over there. These strange little rocks next to the yellow onion. I wonder what that could mean. Bum, ba-da-dum. Yeah, I've gathered them. There are none out in the field. You can check on the left-hand side of the Y menu. Let us wait here. Just chill. Actually, I should get into the middle because that's where all of my runs to every time. Oh yeah. Wahoo. Pikmin is a game. And it's really good. Two days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just discover the parts on my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I only have to press Y to locate my parts. Yet, there seem to be many hostile life forms here. If I'm attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. Today I sprouted 94 Pikmin, for a total of 119. I've got 104 red and 15 yellow. 28 parts remaining and 28 days remaining. But a net positive of 94. See you guys next time when we begin Day 3, back in the Forest of Hope. See you then. Goodbye.